Uh, Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another matchup in the Link to the Past Randomizer Main Tournament 2024. We are in Group C tonight with 80 keys. Our two runners are Homewrecker and Deepfried87. I'm Topfile, and joining my commentaries is Jesse, or Radical Stay for 99. And turning for us tonight, we have Keaton and Malk here. How are you doing, Jesse?
I'm doing great. I really do love this 80 keys mode. It's such a fun one. Should be a good matchup tonight. I will say this, we were talking about this a little bit at the start or before we jumped in live here. This is pretty much an elimination game. For home. Home still has a chance to possibly get into brackets, but he does need to win out, and that starts tonight with this game against Deepfried. Deepfried is eliminated, sitting at 1-4, can't jump into the second place spot. Currently, Bright Eyed is finished with their groups at 3-3, and Schultzer sits atop the group at 5-0. So Homewrecker will need to win this match tonight against Deepfried, and then follow it up with a win against Schultzer to have a chance still to make brackets.
Yeah, and I think in the end, Homewrecker would advance over
Bright Eyed. Yeah, I think so.
Over Bright Eyed because he'd have the one win on Schultzer.
Yes, I think the tiebreaker would go. They split their matchup earlier.
Yeah,
in this group. So
yeah, and then it would go to highest common opponent, and that would be Schultzer.
Yep.
Oh, good. Home's gonna love that key when he picks it up in just a minute.
Always. I have heard Home does enjoy Hera Basement.
There are a few things in this game that Home enjoys. Hera Basement, getting 3 shields, and things that he absolutely hates, Misery Mire. Some nice money in Bonk Rocks.
Yeah, that's a good, one of the things we've seen, at least my personal take on this mode, is to go with the Saha start. So to see us get the Uncle and straight into Woods, Deepfried getting a little bit lucky with the early money for himself.
Yeah. I guess I was going to try to check the triple. Yeah, just a pair of maps, though, an Uncle, though. Gonna go for a tier. It looks like that he's gonna try to get the tier 2 out.
It's always interesting to see what those kinds of starts look like, and yeah, Home going for that tier 3 or tier 2, I guess, and really getting a nice find.
He's gonna take 3 bombs and go for it's okay.
Realistically, this is 2 items, and I'm... Yeah, I'm kind of with your exasperated sigh there of I don't know if I like it.
Yeah. Deepfried gonna grab the bomb off the Bonk Rocks next to the village shop.
I thought maybe we'd get a second bomb before coming to CAC. I really like Bonk, Fortune Teller, Bonk, and then CAC, because at least you got 2 for Well and Blind Slut.
Yeah. Well, Home is going to stick in logic and just grab the very first chest in Hyrule Castle. Flute, Moon Pearl on Deepfried side, that's really going to be nice. I mean, we have boots, but a flute really does cut. Okay, Blind's house. Settle down.
Yeah, I mean, great start over on Deepfried side. Early flute, early pearl, early hammer. We find out Eastern Palace is our green pendant, so...
Yeah.
Vanilla green pendant. But we also all found our blue mail and $50.
Yeah, so Home's gonna head for... Okay, Home's heading into Green Palace, Eastern Palace.
And I gotta say, Deepfried here is just finding the ideal start.
Yeah, this is...
Sword! The rich get richer here. We usually talk about, I want to have a flute or a bomb before coming to CAC, and...
I mean, Home found 3 and then just has not gone there at all.
Yeah.
Something like gloves in Eastern would be nice for Home, but yeah, that's... it's very likely that we're just going to see Mini Moldarm Cave be the next play, because all we have to really do now is, like... I mean, Eastern Palace right now is only 3 items. And...
Yeah, and as chat pointed out, we did get that Misery Mire big key for our troubles as well, I think, on the Deepfried side, so...
And Home just completely skipped the first chest in Eastern Palace, okay.
Okay.
Or second med. I don't know why you use... No. Either he forgot to get it, or... It's just a skip. So I don't know.
It's an idea.
You're coming in here, you might end up going out to, of course, like the last in logic, the last chicken you do. It's not in logic, that's plan, but... Okay, flippers.
That's not a bad find. I'm just kind of a little concerned about skipping Cannonball.
Yeah.
And now we're still gonna. This is the CAC delay. It's a strat.
Yeah, I mean, you can, like, if you get like bombs or something, I can totally like see, especially like 80 keys, like go to South Shore before going to CAC.
Yeah, if you get a weapon for sure.
Yeah, like try to do safe CAC and go into CAC and get into. Okay, 5 minutes in and we've got all 3 medallions. All right, game. All right. And the sword.
This is great. Tough. I was thinking we were signing up for like an hour 50 plus kind of thing possibly, and already Deepfried is like, hey, let me just find all equipment really quick. There's a second bottle this time with a blue goo.
Yeah. Now the best part about this is that Home actually does personally stream with a webcam on. So I'm gonna pull that open in a little bit. I mean, I don't mind chasing the flippers now that because what you did to get the flippers.
Yeah.
But
like I'm kind of in the position of like I hope Zora is nothing and Ledge is something. Because like Deepfried might do the water walk, but likely can't get everything there, so it could be an advantage, but
he can theoretically get everything there. Okay, just $100, so I'm not even gonna bother going up there.
Is this gonna be a run swim to Potion Hut?
I'm gonna guess it's
probably you can't.
Ice Rod Cave instead.
Yeah.
And then just swim over to CAC maybe.
Oh wait, you could have swam there, yeah.
Oh.
Had to think about how you could swim there, but yeah, that would be annoying.
I mean, and yeah, actually, no, theoretically, like, Deepfried could get the Ledge item. He has Moon Berlin boots. You can do the rarely seen but fun when it happens, double water walk.
Yeah. It's always an interesting play.
For those who don't know what that is, basically what ends up happening is you start a water walk like you would in Ice Rod Cave, and instead of you basically swim into Ice Rod Cave and Waterfall Cave and activate water walk state there, and then that'll let you keep the water walk when you get up to Zora.
Yeah, the only difficulty with that strat is you actually have to hit that screen transition fake flipper on first try. If you do miss the fake flipper, it just completely wrecks it. So it's a cool strat, very rarely seen. I think we've seen it at least a couple of times so far in this tournament. And
yeah,
it's a cool strategy. It's just a lot to invest sometimes, and kind of, if it doesn't go, you've wasted a little bit of time.
Yeah, well, that's a hook shot. That's pretty nice for
Deepfried got a glove somewhere?
don't remember him picking up club. Maybe in CAC.
Was that in Mini Moldrum Cave? Mini Moldrum Cave says chat.
Okay. All right, so Palm will grab that in a minute. Honestly, like, there are very few items that you kind of really want to invest the time in for, like, setting up that double water walk for, but, like, if it's a hammer...
Yeah.
Or a glove or something, you know, like, flute, usually you'll see somebody pull it off, like, if it... Or compasses.
Compass, and a heart. Okay. I will say, I'd be a little worried about that hook shot for Deepfried, but given that Deepfried does have the flute with that mushroom, it's not too worrisome.
Yeah.
I think the more worrying piece will be getting the flippers.
Yeah, I mean, you should know that the flippers exist, but Deepfried's gonna... But unfortunately, the other part right now is Deepfried has full Dark World access, so...
Yep.
That's going to be the problem for Deepfried, because you may not want to put... You may not want to push into Eastern until you have the bow, you have a bow on the Eastern Palace Mickey and it's a green pen. Unfortunately, like... Hookshot being, like...
oh, hey, there's that logic for Hyrule Castle.
Oh, what, did we get a sewer small key?
We got our sewers small key out of Hype Cave. And that was really, like, it. Hype Cave was very not hype.
Yeah, well, we don't even know what our what's logically in there, because Home just stopped at the first chest that was in Logic.
Yep.
So, yeah, Home's coming up here trying to get his money. Deepfried's off to check Stumpy and digging.
Another pod small. Okay.
You got two. That's not too bad. But I have to imagine that Deepfried's going to do a loop around North Dark World first. Alright.
I'm surprised neither runner has actually scouted Lumberjack.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you probably want to do it when you would, like, rescue the old man. Obviously, like, with the flute, that's not going to happen now.
Yep.
But...
Okay, so Deepfried came out of Link's house here. This could be that mushroom turn-in.
Nah, I think this is going to be the play over to Saha and then maybe go into Pod. Well, he'll find out that Eastern's the green pendant and then skip going into Eastern.
I'm just surprised we're not thinking Vu here as much, though.
Or, yeah, you could also flip to Vu.
Like, as I said, I think the bigger question is, like, why are we not turning in Mushroom? But, like, I can live with that a little bit more. The Saha play, okay, as well. So...
Yeah. I mean...
I don't know if I like Pod here if you can delay it a little bit.
Yeah. I think at least you probably want to go up to Mountain first before Pod. Or Pod and Mountain and Vu.
But it looks like you're right. This is going to be the Pod dip.
Oh boy. Yeah, because obviously, like, you really don't want to do Eastern without a bow. And the big key, knowing now that it's the green pendant. So Flippers, the problem is it's also Flippers, and Flippers can easily lock the bar on the Eastern Palace big key. Especially considering, that, Via blocks the mushroom, which locks the shot. Like, the good thing for, like, Home is, like, Home will have the flute, will have the hook shot, will have the hammer, can go all the way up through Death Mountain, beat Tower of Hera, and do Paradox Cave and Spiral Cave.
And skip Hera Basement.
He doesn't have a fire source, so this is the perfect time for him to do it because he gets to ignore it. And be completely in his rights. I can tell you he did not look happy when he pulled the hair of a small key from his first chest in Sanctuary.
By the way, if
He did
anybody's
not-
curious about the MSU choice tonight, Homewrecker is going with the Diddy Kong Racing.
Yeah. Home did not actually do a strategy that he sometimes does, which is just immediately reset to get rid of an item he hates. But
I mean, it doesn't count as a skip, but when you know, like, when you've got it that early, oh, nice hair, big. Okay. Like, I would say going up the mountain this early before Vu, like, I'd probably still hit Vu before Death Mountain. Even if I had a lot of access, like, I'm hoping maybe to get mitts here before climbing.
Yeah, no, I would agree that you probably, like, I think Home probably should do, like, I don't know if you want to do Skullwoods right now, but you should at least, like, do front fourth. Are we trying to do a fairy camera, a fairy revive?
I think we are.
I guess he didn't want to blow the blue potion. I'm not sure. No.
Nope.
No.
I believe you need the bomb to be pushing you in a direction.
Yeah,
I think that bomb was just straight up down.
It needed to be he wasn't moving laterally. Yeah. Like if he didn't kill the berries, he would have been fine. But he killed the berries, so he had to do bombs, and then when he was bombing, yeah, he was just bombing straight up and down.
You know, you were talking about those flippers. That's a really nice mirror.
Oh, where was that? Right side pot? Left side
pot?
Right side pot? Ooh.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I also don't think that... I think that means...
I don't know when Deepfried goes and gets the flippers necessarily, and I don't know when we go turn in the hook, the mushroom, because I feel like we're gonna rush the mountain now.
Yeah, he's last location at our shop. Let's be honest. It's an easy turn-in, but you've got so many things to do before that really easy check.
Well, and I wonder, like, is Deepfried thinking, I've got Samaria, I've got mushroom, I've got hammer. Maybe I want to try to burn it and just do the fake powder. True. Like, some runners really like that check.
Yeah, Home's gone up the mountain. All right.
First of our required, at least minimum 3 TR smalls there.
Yeah. No, we did get Skullwood small and Skullwood's big in pot earlier as well, which is nice. Mire map, which isn't really map, which we hope is abandoned, to be honest.
Which one usually qualifies Mire to be more of a juice town?
Well, let's see. Homewrecker getting his name pulled out of his cutscene chest.
Yeah, I mean, that was very much...
very, very funny.
So we are finishing up the Dark Maze here in Pod. Nothing really in the Dark Maze.
Oh, no, game, no! Why did you do that to us? Did you see what was on the floating island?
I did see that shield.
Home will not have mirror shield today.
And I was told that Home has to get mirror shield.
Well, he loves the mirror shield. There's plenty of clips of him saying it on his stream. Oh, another pod small. Alright.
What, this is Old Man Rescue now for Deepfried?
Yeah. Alright, so I'm just gonna go beat Hero.
Yeah, we'll see if they're gonna have different herons. Yeah.
Yeah.
Real question is, can Deepfried find fire to get the full Terra clear? Or will we be limited? And does that big key matter?
Yeah. Oh God, it's a bow.
Hey,
That's a very funny bow.
So logically, you were supposed to get the flippers out of Eastern, to get the mushroom, to get the hook shot, to get your bow, to get your mirror.
Theoretically.
Theoretically.
There's still the chance that we got a bow in Village of Outcasts or somewhere. But yeah.
Yeah.
So like if for example Deepfried does not find the bow, he should know that like realistically like he should be looking for Arcshot to get to Death Mountain. That's what that should tell him. Which should then tell him, if he finds the hookshot, that he needs his flippers, and they're available somewhere. And
there's a really good way to kind of just work this out, is if he finds the Eastern big, he ends up in Eastern for the clear.
Yeah.
And it gets that single dip Eastern. That could really benefit him here.
Yeah. Alright. Well done, time for Hellmarker.
Deepfried, you got a hammer, buddy. Hammer's so much more effective if you have to climb vanilla in that room.
Yeah. Alright.
And there is our third bottle. Second one for home.
Yeah.
Oh, that is questionably bad for home. That is a turtle rock small key.
Ooh.
In our big chest. Nice find for Deepfried. Definitely going to be a little bit harder of a return trip for Homewrecker at this rate.
Yeah. Especially considering he's going for a spike case, so the only reason he'll ever have, considering going back up to Hera, is like for Ether Tablet and Heradazel. So
yeah, he'll need all, like, it would have to be that as a combo between those three, and we already know his proclivities with the basement.
Yeah.
But we get that fairy revive from Homewrecker. I think... Oh, this is going to be close.
Yeah, he didn't pick up the blue potion, so...
Nicely done, though. Homewrecker getting Spike Cave and just a map to Hyrule Castle.
Yeah. Deepfried's going to go do the rest of Death Mountain here, and Home's heading for Pipe Cave and Stumpy and maybe Village. Pod Dicky would be really nice for Home right now as well. Because...
Yeah, something to get Home into Pod would definitely help him.
Yeah. Well, like, if he gets the Pod Big Key, he can beat Pod, and he'll have a few more Pod Smalls to do it. But I imagine, like, this will be Stumpy in Dig Game as well, and then probably Village of Outcasts.
Yeah, I would probably head up to Vu after this. Like, it's probably your best play, and given that Home's got, you know, at least I think a couple of Pod Smalls right now. Like, I think he got a second one. If not, that's definitely a second one. Like, he'll have at least probably 3. Like, we did see Deepfried get his third. There's definitely a bit more of a temptation to make that kind of play.
Yeah.
But I think I would still play to be a little bit greedier and maybe see if I can get lucky.
Yeah. Alright, let's see where our runners are going to go now. Fried is heading to K45, I guess?
It's an odd one-off, but yeah, that's what it's looking like.
Oh, I'll never check the name. Okay, that's where the blue goo bottle was, yeah. So. Yeah, I don't hate this from home. He doesn't have the mirror yet, so like he can't even combo this in with Checking Swamp Palace. Despite his accidental skip.
Okay, so this is actually going to be Pyramid Ledge and the Catfish. Okay.
Probably. Well, I mean, Deepfried never went into Castle, so I have to imagine this is just going to be straight up.
Yeah, good point. This is going to be a combo play for Deepfried.
Yeah. Knows he has the cells and logic. So.
I will say Deepfried has been going for spin speeds tonight and has not been getting them. Another one. Not sure what's happening. I can't imagine he's too pleased about the spin speeds thus far.
Yeah. You know what would really help the spin speeds?
Just having a hook shot and doing hook speed?
Yeah.
I agree. That's usually a lot nicer.
Alright, Home's heading for Village of Outcast and Skull Woods. See if he goes north first. Yeah, he bolts Samaria.
Yep.
Doesn't have the Skull Woods big key, but you know what, whatever. You have Samaria, big key chest is free.
Yep. Free reason to go get the small key steal as well.
Yeah. You'll find another Skull Wood small key to beat Mothiel with eventually.
Yeah, and it's a crystal skull, so of course we will. If it was Pendant Skull, I might be a little bit more worried, but no, we're fine.
Yeah. Like right now, the only bad problem for Home will be like if we have like a vanilla fire rod. Alright. Let's see what's in the rest of Hyrule Castle here.
Generally speaking, I will say, getting out of that big key chest room, it's quicker to run out.
Yeah, especially.
But I don't. Yeah, it does depend upon the timing of the Wall Master. But like, I think I didn't see if that was like right after he grabbed the big key chest.
He waited for just a second, but yeah. All right, let's see if there's anything actually interesting in the interior of Skullwoods. I mean, this is a good 5 items, and there's, you've got your 7 items sitting in Village of Outcast at Thieves Town.
Yep. Okay, here comes some more new info on Deepfried side.
No, just money.
So that small key really not meaning anything in terms of the logic.
No. Oh, with a little better timing in Pinball Room.
Yeah. I'm kind of missing the laws.
Alright, let's see what we got in Sea House. Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh, okay, so which one do you feel... I feel better about that ice rod for Deepfried than I feel about the...
And my O was for the what we found on home side.
Yeah, I don't know who I feel better or worse for. Home's probably not gonna get that ice rod. Well, I mean, it depends. Like, he left a lot of stuff in Castle, but he also and then Castle. Right.
I think this is going to be Mushroom Turn-In for Deepfried as well, so we'll get that hook shot. Deepfried! Please!
Oh, good. Okay, so we're just gonna go straight up check Zora instead, alright. But this kind of means, like, I think Home is gonna get, like, thrown into either doing a castle or a pod next, so I imagine it's pod. And that'll be Mire.
Yeah.
And that'll be a full Swamp Palace clip. Pendant Thieves Town. Not great.
Not usually. more and more money though. Home getting a lot. Like I think we found about 600 plus rupees here in Village.
Yeah.
And actually, you know, with that ice rod, draining magic for a potential fake powder becomes a little bit more reasonable to play. Like we didn't have a great way to get rid of magic. Now at least it's only 8 ice rod shots.
Good. Got this. I'm just gonna die to the Zydex.
But where's he going? Is this going to be like Catfish Pyramid Pod?
Home or Deepfried?
Home. Like I would have thought we would have just save and quit.
Into three? Or I guess
So
he's gonna.
This has to be north route to Catfish.
Yeah. Okay, he's having second thoughts about this route. Okay, so he's gonna go clean up Castle now that he has a Castle small key. So this will probably be the ice rod at least. I mean, he didn't save the old man though, but we'll see what this is. Anyway, by the way, new check. We're gonna get a new check on Deepfried side.
Yep.
Like, I actually don't mind this for home because, like, you kind of want to get this done when you're not really too heavy on health if you don't have the mirror and blue mail. You can still kind of, like, just whack the red guard and then you stun the green guard and you're fine. And I don't think we had a heart piece. I think it was just a red rupee in the Zelda cell, so it's not like he's going to get killed on. He's going to have an inadvertent health refill.
Yep.
So. He's still the idiot.
Yeah, and he did a good job setting up the rest of that death warp.
Yeah. Okay, you.
Home has been very aggressive.
He's been very aggressive and kind of staying in logic, and that's going to bite him. Pyramid, Catfish, Pod. He's not finding Ice Rod until this seed is essentially over.
Yep, and Deepfried's setting up for, looks like, the fake powder.
Yeah. I don't fake powder people. There's so many. It's really a good play.
Yeah, I would agree.
If you have a really early mushroom, just do it. And if you hadn't done it before, then just. So is this Catfish or Pod for home?
This looks like Catfish based on that dash line, and it is.
Yeah.
Did I say Catfish? I meant Pod.
Okay. Yeah. Alright, King's Tomb, one of our other mirror checks that we haven't seen yet. Pinky Tiara.
Not hard to come back for that one. We will get the myths before then, so.
Anyway, in pod, we don't really have anything else in logic. Tom has 3 pod smalls, by the way.
Yeah, we'll see if he gets any extra checks. Like, I expect him to at least get everything Deep Fried got. The question does become, does he kind of make the play for any of the extras? Yeah, do you do big key chest or harmless? I've definitely played a lot of this kind of situation aggressive.
Yeah.
Like, I personally do like doing one of those checks with 3 because I figure I'll get a 4th easily.
I mean, like in cross keys, I'm gonna play a little safer with my small keys, but in 80 keys, just go for it.
Yeah. That's a very fair way to put it. It's like, in 80 keys, you're gonna just, where all the entrances are, so you don't have that same worry.
Yeah.
And you kind of just assume you're gonna get more keys.
Yeah. If I'm home, I'm just gonna do what we're seeing right here. Oh, he's gonna go for he's gonna go for big key chest. That's fair.
And really, this is a good strat. This is a strat that I've heard is very common from I've heard this was Gamachu's kind of strat with 80 keys. Saying, if I've got 3 keys, or if I've got an extra key, or if I have the big key, I get the big chest and harmless.
Yeah.
And if I don't have the big key, I do vanilla big key chest.
Actually, it's interesting that it's a 6-pod small locked Ice Palace map. Which means theoretically we're not supposed to be Ice Palace without having all 6 pod smalls. We could file that in for interesting minutia for later, but not really needed.
Yeah, that's always something that I forget about. I'm kind of like, I don't know map compass logic.
You never think about it. It never really comes up, but then, like, I think we've had 2 seats, so I've seen 2 seats so far this tournament where we had a compass and a map on pedestal. Which is where it, like, actually starts to get, like, like, because that's, like, if you're keeping track of that logic, basically means, like unless you roll, like, GT compass, GT map, or Isle Castle map on ped, like, you're only expecting castle towers or GT big key and GT.
Yeah. By the way, that fake powder?
What? Was that a boomerang?
It was a heart container. Whole lot of nothing.
Yeah.
Yep. As you said, it's very rarely that play pays out rather than just turning in the mushroom earlier. Like, it can do something, but it's so rare, and if you really had something on the bat, the game would have given you powder.
Like, there's nothing stopping God from getting into GT.
Yep.
Like, I'm just reminded, like, everybody kind of wants to eat Walther from that one tournament. Where you just pull the game-breaking fire rod. And... okay, so this will finally be hookshot for Deep Fried.
And really, nothing major lost. The big question just becomes, when does Deep Fried get to Eastern?
I mean, I think you have to go now.
I think the only other thing we have left is Agina.
Yeah, Agina has an eject. I mean... if I'm home, I'd probably mirror check Eastern right after this, because...
I mean, he's already been there. For home, it's Swamp.
I know, but at the same time, like... home didn't do that first check, and then... yeah. Swamp, pulp for the Eastern Palace big key.
Yep. And then hopefully does not skip Cannonball in the return.
Oh dear.
Well, Bumper Ledge, I think, was nothing, so...
That's
we saw Spike Cave.
That's the versus the Castle Tower.
Oh. And Deepfried would rather check that than go to Eastern.
This being mids in the first visit would be really deeply upsetting.
Eastern House Big Key would be a godsend for Deepfried there, but woof. This is a call.
Yeah. I don't think we've seen a Castle Tower. No, we haven't even seen any of our Castle Tower small keys either. Alright. Time for 9 checks in everyone's favorite dungeon.
It's telling you this is a sign. Go to Eastern. Arrows.
Arrows. Ice Pig.
Okay, that's really good. I mean, you get mitts. That's going to be an easy Ice Palace clear.
Yeah, we got bombos. We got some mire.
Spike
Cave. Yeah. Home did it. Deepfried didn't. Not a fire source. Won't get tempted into going to Hera. Time for Specky Clip for home. Be really funny if this is one of our second red crystal.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
I don't think either runner checked the bomb shop. Which, to be fair, in like 80 keys, you really don't.
Yeah, I'm a big proponent of not talking to bomb vendor in this mode.
Yeah, great time, then you might just do it if you're going to Saha early, but just it's 80. You'll kind of let everything lie for a while. All right, Eastern Palace time. Let's see if home left the Eastern Palace Big Key in the first chest of Eastern Palace or the lane.
Or the Big Key chest.
Yeah. But home's automatically doing low side swamp. I mean, I don't hate that.
Nope,
Like,
you full clear here.
This is early enough in the seed where you have to full clear.
Yep.
If you're one from go, or a little lower than that, yeah, you might want to skip, but you have so much.
If you were a lot closer to GT mode. Okay, so just a mire small there.
Yeah.
Not a big deal for home. I always say mire smalls, ice smalls, they're convenience keys. They make your life better in the dungeon. But if you don't have any, you're fine.
Yeah, well, I mean, even like ice, definitely a bit more. Mire, you just kind of need one. Ice.
And like I said, it's not that you need it even. It's just it makes your life a little better.
Yeah. All right. So theoretically, right now, from what we know from the seed, the answer's in Swamp Palace. So it's either going to be in Compass Room or in the back.
Yep. Which does mean at this point, I think the logic was you had to get that ridiculous chain.
Or theoretically, it could also be Ice Small, or it could be Pyramid Fairy. Deepfried not.
We're all skipping Eastern House Big Key chest? Why?
Luck. It's Rando Town.
The psychic damage I'm incurring tonight.
We'll get like a whole Ninja restream again soon, so we can repair some of the psychic damage from tonight.
There we go. Yep. I think Ice Palace is the best play after this one. You could go to Mire and beat Mire, but without any fire at the moment, I think we're better served with Ice.
I might take a run into the Mire region.
And actually, I think the route here is to get Lake Hylia Island, because I believe that was a small key. So get your Lake Hylia key and then go to Ice.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that was a small key. Lighter side Argus, everyone's favorite.
Would you prefer PowerPoint Argus?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. The only thing I wonder, like... I mean, it's unfortunate, like, we don't have silvers. Or we could try to do Silver's Argus. Everyone's other favorite version of Argus. Okay, well, we weren't doing Silver's Argus today.
And we definitely needed that other bow.
Yeah, logically.
Yep.
Okay, Homa hasn't done any of the mirror checks, so this also makes sense.
Yep.
But yeah, you can't be ignoring small keys right now. We don't have both our Castle Tower smalls, and you're still missing a bunch of TR smalls.
Yeah, Dark Devil. What we were saying is the big key chest, not the big chest in Eastern Palace. Very different checks.
Yeah.
The big key chest is technically lamp locked logically, but given the time investment to go all the way to Stalfos room in that dungeon, and you're gonna have to go back the whole way anyway, you might as well complete the circuit all the way to the big key chest rather than skip it. That small key on Lake Hylia, though, is a pod small, so...
Yeah, there we go.
Nice.
Yeah, you got... Deepfried not having the best of luck with the dash lines in Swamp.
Yeah, the Fire Snake and the Spike both saying, try again.
All my belief still has that that blue potion. I know Deepfried restocked on some potions as
well. I think Deepfried picked up 3.
Yeah, you might as well. You got the money.
Yeah. By the way, I'm compelled now to use Gametal tomorrow because this track in Ice Palace is the same one in the Gametal one. It's just the, the metal version.
More money for home. Solar does mean that, like, when we do get, like, a lamp or something and we do go to mire, we will be able to just straight up do Silver Citrius. So, that'll be nice.
By the way, given the fact that we have that big key and a small key, I don't think this is really an effective use to go back.
No, you don't.
I don't think you go back there to hit the switch.
No, you don't.
But I will say, I say that knowing that, like, some people do it, not because it's correct, but because if they don't do it when they have the big key, they'll forget to do it when they don't have the big key.
Yeah, no.
I've heard it's a consistency thing for a lot of runners to just do it all the time, so they never forget.
Yeah, no, I know, like, during last year's main tournament, there was a race that I was calling where both runners entered Ice Palace at about exactly the same time, and one of them, it was an 80 key sanity race where both of them had to switch, had the big key and a small key, and you could literally just watch Born Runner Green jump 30 seconds because they went back for the thing. All right,
hello, Fire Rod.
Hello. Someone find wall kicks, please. Interesting to see where this lamp ends up being now. I think you take a run through Skullwoods next, maybe, and then...
Yeah, if I can get a better weapon, actually, honestly, Mire's not bad.
Yeah. Desert never mind. We're going desert. We're just
Yeah,
shooting
we'll go with
this
Desert
far.
Mire.
Yeah.
Like, that's the play here. We are well stocked for that area.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. So we'll have to see how the so we're going to need one more TR small. D's big, which could be in GT. Oh yeah, look at Ice Rod Argus. A little bit harder. Lamp could be on. Lamp could. What was the Ice Palace big key again? Ice Palace big key was. No. The Lamp could still be in the Eastern Palace big chest or on Armos. We haven't actually touched too much lamp lock stuff.
No.
Because Home refuses to do it. I mean, he hasn't even rescued the old man.
Yeah, the only thing that I think we really got that was lamp locked was the ice rod. Well,
Yeah.
and realistically, it's now in logic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good hammer hits here. I think, does Home still have a fairy?
He has the blue.
No,
push.
he spent it. Yeah, he's got the blue. Okay.
Yeah, he's got the health, and he'll switch back to fire right now. Just burn the rest of the pus down. Well, I think it was just, obviously trying to save the blue potion if he could avoid
Yeah.
it. Big key to Eastern? GT. Alright.
Okay. Ice Rod is Dark Cross of Hyrule Castle, so...
Yeah. Yeah.
A little concerned of when Home gets that, since
it'll be last location.
has skipped it twice now.
Yeah. It'll be a last location. Let's be honest.
Yeah, that's the thing, is like Home has been, we've said it, Home has been aggressive and has worked out for the most part, but it's definitely like you can only have those risks so many times not burn you before you get caught by one.
Yeah.
Like, you're playing a numbers game and they're gonna stack.
Yeah. Home's not even gonna bother looking at the Mire medallion because we had all of our medallions 5 minutes into the scene.
Well, Deepfried had all of his medallions 5 minutes in.
Yeah, okay, almost like 15. Desert Small?
We already have Desert Small according to Tracker?
Oh, okay. I'll just, run into Desert next, and then I guess we annoy Telfar by fluting again and resetting against all the values.
Desert Ledge was a small key, and it is to... Hey, there's that... Okay, so... That Hera big chest now is a little more important.
Yeah. It's another clearable dungeon for Deepfried that Home can't do because Home doesn't have the ones. Though I think Home will probably pick that up if he goes back up the mountain.
Well, the thing is, he also needs to hit King's Tomb before going up there.
For the big key.
Oh, he doesn't have the small key. Never mind.
More small keys. This is probably for Pod. Nice, sorry. Oh, Deepfried didn't. Yeah, Deepfried kind of did a bad route through Ice Valves. Like, if you have one small key, generally the better way to kind of Ice Valves is to drop down through the tall room, through the collapsing room.
Yeah.
And then drop down and then walk down through there.
Home getting that second sword, gonna feel a little more comfy for the remainder of this race. Moth is looking a lot nicer with this layout.
Yeah.
I would probably hit up Skull Woods before going up the mountain. And once again, I hope Home hits King's Tomb, but part of me almost says, you know, miss King's Tomb and miss Ice Rod so you don't get that full TR play. Like, I know that's so... I feel cruddy saying it, but I feel like it's in his best interest to not have TR big going up to Dark Death Mountain.
Yeah.
By the way, Deepfried having a slightly better strategy here with Cold Stare. Shooting the puffs off or spinning them off to the left, it's easier to get splash hits. And you're seeing just that slightly cleaner of a fight here from Deepfried because of it.
Yeah, if the trackers want to mark that Deepfried has flippers, sometimes the tracking software reads inputs.
Yeah.
So. I like how I pulled out the silver arrows and never used them. But that's 4 crystals for home, 3 for Deepfried. We do have a red crystal. Interesting to know which one that was. Because, like, theoretically, like, Ice Hair or Swamp
All of them are in logic.
Yeah. Yeah. And
That's the funny part, like, all of them are reasonably in logic, so...
Yeah. Home is now doing mire shit. Okay.
Yeah, while Home could have reset his spooky, deciding not to here doesn't really feel like a bad idea. We don't have lamp, so if you don't feel comfortable with Dark Spooky, this isn't like oh, Home should have fluted back to 6.
Yeah.
Dark Spooky is definitely a very difficult technique. I'm not comfortable with it, honestly, myself, and like it is a hard one to pull off.
Yeah. Alright. Time for mire. So theoretically, we could be seeing some stuff in here. It's probably actually in TR. Maybe the lamp's in here. Maybe the lamp to go tell Home is like, oh, you should go get that Dark Cross Fire Rod, Ice Rod, because you've got fire logic. We'll see. Those small keys, so he's gonna have to route this the long way.
Yep. We're definitely going to see Deepfried able to make up a little bit more time or just continue to claw time. I mean, I would say Deepfried is still in the advantageous position in this race, given some of his other finds, that TR small key that he got out of Hera Big Chest, as well as the Ice Rod are kind of looming large at this point.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, I don't want to, like, say, like, 56 minutes in, I think Deepfried's gonna win. It's like, there's a lot of time left in this race, and
yep,
it's gonna really depend. But I think, like, if I'm Home, if I'm secretly rooting for Home, I'm secretly hoping that Deepfried does not find E4 TR small, and there is something in both Acquired on Lava Chest and Trinex. Because that would be really, really good for Home.
Yep. And that's the thing, it's not even just that, like, one of the other things I'll say is, while Deepfried is following Homewrecker, and we talked about Dark Cross and Hera Big Chest being important, the other thing that Deepfried has really been able to do is King's Tomb and Graveyard Ledge are also knocked out. He's been able to hit some of the other spots before Home has.
Yeah.
We actually saw Deepfried hit the first chest to Agate Tower. That is it's okay right now. It could be a curse later. Because if he gets that first Agate Tower small, I think Deepfried's a lot less likely to hit chest 2. Whereas one key for Home, he might say, let me get both items.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and we still don't know what's on Agate Ledge.
Alright, so, Mire's our last victim. So now all the rest of our crystals at the very least. 2 skull with small keys and...
I think that was actually our third.
I mean, 2 in mire.
Oh, Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely our third. I don't remember where exactly we found the other one, because Deepfried had found it before getting into school at Dark World. So it must have been... 5 pods.
Pod 5. Nice. So we will be able to full clear pod when we go back with the big key. And there is red mail.
Pod Dark Mage, yeah. Home is not going to kill our Vitreous, I guess?
No, he could... I thought he might have hookshotted to this chest, so... Looks like he's still going to go for the Vidi.
Yeah,
just kind of a little alternate route.
I don't know.
A very alternate route.
I'm not sure what he's doing. He's showing Juice Town off to everybody who doesn't come here. Maybe he forgot that he got those items.
He had no small key.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because he didn't have one,
Yep.
so he blew the one over there. Yeah.
Yep, sorry, that's correct. He didn't have a small key, so he did have to come over to the left side to get to the back.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
He should have shown like why this place has the actual juice and gone to Fishbone Room.
A little worried here for home. Really low on health. There are some great strategies here in the first dark room. This is really the hard spot of this dungeon. And it looks like home is setting up for it. He should be bonking down or dashing straight down, bonking, and then hooking immediately to the left. He grabs the pot here.
Oh, he took a shot from the...
Yeah, unfortunate. He had the right strategy.
He's going for the backup strategy, just tossing the block up from the bottom.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Really good setup to start.
Yeah. The thing is, like, once he's through this, like, he can probably get the keep. He doesn't have the key, does he? Alright, he's through. Should be okay as long as he's really careful with the spikes in the next row.
What chest did Deepfried skip? Did Deepfried skip cutscene?
I think he must have skipped cutscene. Right. Oh god. Yeah, there's the spikes. That was the spikes.
Yep.
That was the last thing that was going to get him. That could get him. Because once he's through that, all you have to do is just... And
unfortunately, Deepfried did get the Samaria block down, but did get pushed into it, and that threw him off. So both of our runners kind of having a bit of a time here with the Dark Mire.
Yeah. Not sure where Home's going. Oh, Home's going to go check again.
Where the cape was.
Yeah. And the cape wouldn't have helped, but the cape would have helped with the spike. It's like once you kind of get through this door, and Deepfried's gonna reset this. Because like once you kind of get through this and go through the door and everything.
And once again, Deepfried getting shot right after placing that block down.
Yeah.
Did he get it back in spot? Okay, so he's pushing it into place. Didn't get too far off that second time, so he's able to knock that out this time. Doesn't feel great about it, but has the cape, even with the 3.5 hearts. He's going to be able to just dash through this a lot safer.
Yeah. Shovel check was nothing. Probably Mothula, clean up Skullwoods for home.
Yep.
And then probably North Dark Worlds, and then we'll see.
Myth Chain?
I guess it's Myth Chain.
A little surprised given Skull's kind of free here and in Logic.
Yeah, maybe he just feels so freaking bad about it to death that he's just gonna go for the...
Start making a home run play, yep.
Yeah. Yeah, because like once you're kind of through this room, now you see why Vitreous just is absolutely free to silvers.
Yep. For a small key to... Oh, no.
Yeah, that's...
TR4. That is really not great for home. Like, he'll be able to get a third TR small easily, but that is going to be a fully clearable TR for Deepfried when he goes up.
Yeah.
Nice Thieves Town small key in Hammer Pegs.
Yeah, at this point...
Deepfried rushing the Dark Mountain.
Yeah, I mean... Hey, there's our starting boots. I don't... Like, you know, this is like one of those plays where it's just kind of like... You really are... You really just kind of want to be pushing dungeons. And you can push Skullwoods. You really don't want to do the mountain just because, like... You don't want to climb back up for GT again. On the other hand, but on... The counter to this would be...
The seed has given you everything to say, go to Turtle Rock besides the lamp.
Turtle Rock and the rest of the DM is much denser than just the 2 checks and Skullwoods.
Well, I think I would say I would push for Skull first. Like, there's no benefit to waiting on Skull here. Like, maybe, yeah, you can get Temperate Sword, that's cool. But yeah. I think given your equipment, like, you're already at 12 hearts, you've got the red armor, like... I think rushing Skull first, maybe you get a sword, maybe you get a lamp. I think it's honestly probably worth it. Like, if Skull was a pendant and TR was a pendant, like, maybe I could say, yeah, get the pendant TR and then get Ped after Skull, but, like, that's just not the case here. We know the last 2 pendants are... Like, there's a good chance that actually Ped might be dead almost. It's not yet, but it's getting there.
I mean, until the Castle Tower small keys.
Yes, of course. And that's why I'm saying it's not yet, but like, we're getting to the point that we can get to GT already.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, both of our runners had a bit of an adventure in Darkmire today. Yeah. Both going for the hook bonk strat, and both kind of just really having a time with it.
Someone was saying that Home should be punished for dying in his favorite dungeon. Wow. That's a very shameful thing to say. On Hull's personal tracker, by the way, he has marked Ice and Pod as the reds. I'm not sure if he snuck a map check in there somewhere.
He did. He did get a map check, I noticed, before Mire.
So it's probably Pod as our last red, so...
Yeah.
Not sure, obviously not sure if it was Ice Swamper here, but those were all in Logic. Nothing in Skullwoods. But this will be like the TR big key for home. What have we found in...
Okay,
TR
so 4
anyway?
key locked in TR, not a big deal. That is just a Mire small.
Yeah.
So can breathe a sigh of relief for home there. Hopefully he gets that hair of big chest as the big one.
Home's gonna continue north Dark World here. So this will be TR Big Key and then probably into Catfish and maybe check Zora. But still running kind of behind, just doesn't have the Ice Rod. Question mark if you'll have 3 TR smalls before going up into TR.
But he is going to get that TR big before he gets there, because he'll be getting that out of Kings next.
Yeah.
Mimic Cave is our desert small, so there's another 2 items that we're able to get. And a pretty free couple of checks there.
TR Big.
Well, we still haven't found the lamp.
No. It could be in Hookshot Gate. Because I don't think we saw that on Deepfried87.
We didn't see any at Dark Death Mountain, actually. You're right.
We just kind of beeline straight for TR, which understandable, but I mean, I think you're still missing a lot, and there's a lot of value if there's a lamp. I mean, lamp less so, but if you find a sword in Super Bunny.
Yeah, a sword out of Hookshot or Super Bunny would have been pretty nice for Trinex coming up.
Yeah, I mean, we have Hammer, mind you. But,
yeah, and Deep Fried's got the potions to kind of capitalize.
All right.
Big Key 2 pod, okay. Thank Heart, very nice.
Immediately get 1.0'd.
There's that powder. And another heart. So pod, Big Key is the nice piece here, but that's it.
Yeah.
So it's looking like either purple chest or right side desert is probably our lamp.
Well, I mean, we still have Hookshot.
Oh, true. Sorry.
We still have Hookshot Cave. We still have Super Bunny Cave. We still have Air Basement. Yeah, we still got a bunch of checks.
Well, good old Hera Basement.
Yeah, it'll be great when Hera Basement's the lamp, and that would have helped home out in clearing the castle. He's gonna go save the old man. Finally going to break his not doing dark rooms out of logic prohibition. Well, I mean, I guess he did dark maze out of logic. The pot always, so. But we'll be able to get like all the way down to Laser Bridge even if he doesn't like if he skips the old man. If he gets a third key or just steals the Poke key. So we'll at least be getting the pot big, but won't be getting whatever's on Trinex. Or lava chest potentially. I don't know why you do this routing when you can't PTR. I'm sorry.
No, I get your frustration or your disagreement with that play. It's yeah. You're hoping for hey, there's a lamp. You know, you're hoping for those pieces to finish TR to be here if you're a home wrecker.
Oh. I'm sure I'll be happy when he sees the lamp. Mothula time for Deepfried. It's still gonna be really funny when we have Vanillies and Palace Big Key, by the way.
Yeah, no, that's I mean, whichever key is there, like, we're gonna feel bad.
I'm not gonna feel bad. I'm just gonna laugh.
I'm gonna feel bad for laughing.
No, they both skipped it.
They did this to themselves.
Yes, they did. All right, Home's not going to be able to beat Trinex, but we'll at least be getting like the pod big key out of this, and we'll do some more progression. Which means theoretically, like he can go back to Pyramid Fairy, and then put the Dark Cross, I think, get his Ice Shroud, and then probably get really bad. Deepfried has the GT big key. That was on Cold Stare. And he has feeding nice. Is Deep in GT modded? Pretty much,
yes. Like, in terms of keys, he's short logically a pod small, but, like, doesn't matter.
No. And for all we know, that pod small's an harmless LA, right?
Yeah. It can't be. It's 100% locations.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Everyone's favorite addition to the Key Sanity rule set. Like, kind of like right now, Home really needs to, like... I don't know what Home needs, unfortunately. He has the T-Sound small key, which is nice, but, like... I think Deepfried's gonna get back to... hasn't just kind of been more efficient overall with this routing, that he's probably gonna get back to it. T-Sound Big Chest before it becomes a problem for him.
Yeah.
If he skips it. Because we're doing GT next, and we're gonna... to be honest, we're doing GT, but we're also gonna be doing GT with only one small key, which is really interesting. It does mean we're gonna have to make some skips in GT.
I mean, Tafa, I gotta ask, like, do you consider doing Pyramid Fairy before going up in this? Like, realistically, we found all the logic for all the other dungeons. There's a better chance that Pyramid Fairy or even Right Side Desert has something here. Like, Right Side Desert might just be the pod small we're missing.
I mean,
So I think that's... Like, maybe you could say that's fine, but, like, if pod is realistically your 6th or your 7th crystal in logic, then maybe there's a good argument to be had for saying... Let me hit Pyramid Fairy and see if I can knock out, at least maybe find a GT small. If not, find one of my go mode keys.
Yeah, no, I got you. It's just one of those things where it's like right now we're missing 4. We're still missing 4 keys to beat the seed.
Right.
And
But I'm just thinking, like, I'd like a second GT small before going up there.
yeah, no, I definitely could see. I don't think you do Smith Chain. I think you Pyramid Fury, sure. Brightside Desert. Yeah.
Like, if we were, like, 1 or 2 from go, I think I love the GT Rush here. But being so far, like, 2 CT smalls, an Eastern big, a Thieves big, like, 4 from go is a really, like, tough number to think you're finding all easily in GT.
Oh, there's our first castle small.
There's our first CT small. Okay.
Yeah, I would definitely take a run over to Pyramid Fairy now just to grab. I guess now it's 30 items, and maybe get like units. A vanilla castle tower small, which would be gross, but it's not. I've seen it happen.
Yep.
I mean, the counter argument to that would be that you just do that when you go up and beat Cannon's Tower anyway.
By the way, Home doing his laser skips, and I gotta credit, really doing a great job on his laser skips.
Yeah.
4 very clean dashes.
I'm just going to try to do a bit of, he could actually portal save, weirdly enough. But he's not going to go for Hairbig Chest. He's going to go for bot instead. But yeah, Home at this point is just almost running 3 dungeons behind.
Yeah.
And like one of those is like unfortunate. The other one is just bad route. The routing just didn't work out for Home.
Yeah, unfortunately, that Hairbig really paying out nicely as well as the Dark Crossplay. So.
Yeah, but like even then, like if Home didn't die, then to Vitreous, which would have been the TR small, he would. Well, I mean, he still needs the Ice Rod. What do we? Let's. So, interesting decision time for Deepfried. He's got about a dozen or so overworld checks that aren't GT.
Yeah, we can. I think we've been saying that we can make a case for some of them.
Yeah, the worst one right now is like Eastern Palace Big Key Chest.
Yeah.
Not gonna see it. Yeah, okay, so problem right now where we're gonna run into is like this could really go in Home's favor if like Eastern Palace Big Key or
I'm thinking Right Side Desert even. Right Side Desert Pyramid Fairy, if that really pays out in his favor, could start like building the comeback here.
Yeah, if he pulls something from Right Side Desert, he goes to Pyramid Fairy, he grabs his Ice Rod when he's doing Pyramid Fairy. And he gets that extra couple GT smalls. Now, like, we're gonna get some keys in GT, probably.
Yep.
But, like, the problem right now is, like, if you go full left, you still need 2 keys. If you go left side first, you're supposed to get 2 keys. Like, Map Room is just, like, in this really weird nebulous spot. And something being in Map Room, which Deepfried would be forced to orphan if he doesn't have to just... I mean, you can't just climb.
Nope. This isn't inverted.
No. Like, this isn't inverted. To play 100% is just straight up climb and then search the basement.
But yeah, as Armalix is saying in chat, like, you are just skipping map chests here or firebar room.
Yeah.
Like, that's the skip. Unless you get a second key. Oh, good book.
Good. Be nice if that leads to nothing, but being rated by Lumaga. Welcome in. We are in a Group Z 80 keys matchup between America and Deepfried. Right now, Deepfried has a bit of a lead due to not having taken a death in Dark Mire and having better luck finding the ice route before Home did. Who mirrored away before being able to find it, or the second foot. Alright, where are you gonna go home? Now, there's
Wow.
Eastern Big.
First check, Eastern Big. Very nice for Deepfried. Big find.
Yeah. Home's gone back in the Eastern Palace now. He opted to, when he was in here originally, not do the first chest for some reason. But can do a couple more. Well, so you're gonna just take this chest and bail? Okay. Alright.
This will probably be Vidi into right side desert.
Yeah.
Or right side desert into Vidi.
Yeah. I mean, he's missing 3 items from Go.
Yep.
3 items from Go mode, so makes sense. It's not going to really get faster either way. Okay, there's a GT small.
Yep. We figured there probably was going to be one here.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Thieves Town, Big Key, right side desert. Oh, baby. Here we go.
There we go. Now it's on a race to who can find... Okay, so Home still needs to get his ice right out of Dark Cross. But... That he's got hope now. He has actual hope.
Yep. If CT2 is here in Thieves Town, this could really turn this around. He still is going to have to hit. Here's the hard part. Tellfile, if you're only looking for an Eastern Palace Big Key for Go mode, are you hitting Tile Room first?
I don't know.
Like, I've heard some people say that you should do Tile Room early. Other people are very much the opposite thought of, I'm going to go for the density of, like, full right side, full left side. I don't want to hit Tile Room.
If I won from Go, I'd probably do Tile Room first, but that's fine.
So I'll be curious to see how this affects Home's route in Ganon's Tower, but we have not seen CT2 here either.
Yeah.
By the way, Deepfried still did not do map chest.
No. Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah, that had to be somewhere.
Yep.
So this will be 4 more items, and I have to imagine Home just finishes this off with turning the purple chest. Tempered sword. Okay. The last bottle. Alright, I imagine Deepfried's going to go quickly pop him and take a look at Ether Tablet first. This is Castle Tower 2. Oh my god. Oh boy.
We're in no mode.
Yeah, between the runners. So the question is, when does Deepfried get to... he's heading for map chest. So when does Deepfried get to go to Brightside Desert, is the question.
I mean, Right Side Desert's definitely a reasonable play. Like, it's a good, quick, dense play.
Oh yeah, magic.
So I don't think it evades long.
Where was... Buck was Hope Room, right? Or was that in DM...
It was Hope.
Yeah. So there's a chance if Home just goes straight for pod right and mirrors after doing Copper's Room and then checks Ether Tablet that he's in go mode. If he gets the Ice Rod. And the
only problem is then he misses the sword.
I mean, at this point, you'll sword versus... I don't even know if that sword's technically a time save. Doing the rest of the basement for a sword versus...
Oh, of course. It's just...
Yeah.
everything combined. Like, this is still not a great situation for Home, really.
No. Right,
Like,
perfect.
we're happy that Home found the thieves big, but it didn't really lead to anything else.
No. Yeah, and he still hasn't gone back and killed Vitrius yet, which is like... It's Hera... First just a Hera Tower, big chest of Hera Tower, or... Vitrius, which is going to get him the TR small key he needs to finish the seed. This is purple chest. Looks like he's going to go do Big Bomb. So this should theoretically be Ice Rod for Home eventually. Oh, good. Our final GT small key again.
Oh, good. That's great logic.
Yeah.
Moldorm's Revenge.
I got tower time for Home. This should be followed up by Dark Cross. Deepfried sending for Aga 1. Aga 2.
Yeah, and Deepfried will hit Agate Tower right after this as well.
Yeah, but he'll finish it.
Yep.
Home's walking out. As long as he doesn't float, he's probably in good shape here. Alright. So, Home's getting his ice rod. And then I imagine he goes and kills Vitreous, and he'll find his last TR small and then hit for G2.
Yep.
He goes...
Yeah, at this point, like, he knows he's got, like, just what the route is.
Yeah, he doesn't know the TR small's here, but he also wants to, like, he knows this is, like, a required... He's running out of required actions.
Yep.
And this is, like, the last of his required actions that on his critical route. So, like, if this is something, then he's happy. This will pay out for him, essentially. And so the question now kind of, like, is, like, Deepfried is kind of, like, could get sucked into Swamp, could get sucked into Smith Chain, could do here Basement. Home's just gonna blow through here, blow through Mire, go through TR, and then the question is the Tile Room and Ether Tablet. And if he does those in relatively quick order, he's got a decent shot. Oh, Deepfried's also gonna probably run through Eastern first as well.
Yep.
So I'll get an answer what's in Eastern Palace, big key chest.
We
probably.
wanted to know. Inquiring minds are curious.
Yeah. It was like... Ronald's like, what Deepfried needs is, like, not hard to get, but... It's also...
Ether Tablet's not great. Even if, like, Tower Room is fine, Ether Tablet for CT2, like, I think there's reason to believe you just... That's well, like after you finish the basement.
You might do the basement first. You could also... Like, it depends, because, like, if you do Compass Room, you go to at least Compass Room, and then you mirror, and you're standing right at the entrance.
Yeah.
So, like, you can just do it and say, okay, well, I get to save myself the rest of the time and not have to worry about my small keys.
At the same time, like, if you go and do it, you're also thinking, like, am I just wasting a ton of time going mirror down the stairs, mirror transition, up the stairs? Like, it's
a lot of it's
not free in terms of a time. Yeah.
I think Home might do it. There's, like, theoretically, Home could also possibly do it if he wants to do, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Big test and then discover the TR big key, the TR small key. So, almost heading for Vidi. Gonna get an answer, kind of like there is enough time in the seed, I think, right now that Home has a chance. It's just, how fast does Deepfried get to Desert? Later you down for Home, which will be his last TR small, so up the mountain he goes for Trinex. Second pendant in hand. Oh, this actually hasn't been too bad of a 80 key seed.
No.
We're, what, hour 40 in, and realistically, like, both runners are very, very close to going on.
Yep.
Alright. Well, I'm setting for TR. Time to take a look and see what's in the rest of Eastern Palace here for Deepfried.
I think the hardest part is, like, Deepfried just has a bunch of stuff he can check.
Yeah. Home is down to, like, one Nexus now, which is the good thing for Home. And Deepfried has, like, a decently, like... Brightside Desert isn't, like, bad, it's just... slow. It's slow when it's by itself.
Here's Deepfried's option. So obviously Eastern's a clear at this point. You're going to get all three checks here. You're not skipping anything. After that, Pyramid Fairy is an option. Smith chain is available, and not just like a little bit of Smith chain.
Bombos tab.
We're talking, yeah, we're talking like Smith, pegs, purple chest, bombos tablet,
Yeah,
and swamp big chest. Like that's a 5-check chain. So it's very interesting how he'll route out what he has.
Yeah. All right.
And Deepfried also has Hera Basement, but like comparing Hera Basement versus Right Side Desert wins in my book.
Unless you're racing Hallmark and you know that he never does Hallmark.
Maybe.
Oh, good. There's our last spots multi.
Oh, that was the logic. Okay. I guess we could have intuited that.
Yeah, it was probably something somewhere. I mean, with the Eastern, yeah, because it had to have been available before getting into GT. Yeah, you logically required double dip of, triple dip of Eastern Palace. To get the flippers, to get the hook, to get the bow, to get the lamp, to get the mirror, to get your limits, to get your lamp, to get back into pod. Alright. Deepfried question we're trying. First thing first, I'm pretty sure it's going to be green pet in the tournament, though.
Yep.
we talk about all these checks you can do, and we of course missed the one that's like right next to where he's kind of gets.
Yeah, that was the obvious one we kind of forgot about.
I'm gonna do master short strats, but I think he still has a potion. Yeah.
I was a little scared, but good.
Alright. Every time that isn't a flute to 6 is giving home time, essentially.
Yep.
Alright. That is Holmes' 7th crystal. All he has to do now is do tile room and check ether tablet. Yeah, well, we'll see, Arm. Oh, I'm still having to do Eastern and Castle Tower, definitely. Like, if Home does full basement, I don't think he has a chance, but... Deep has just finished Eastern Palace, actually. Alright, Home. Where are you gonna go in GT? Going right side. This does not look good.
DM route?
DM routes this. Which, I mean... Considering your Castle Tower, your GT small key situation, I don't hate it. We're just gonna go full right side, full left side, I guess. Give it.
Lumberjack?
Oh yeah, lumberjack exists. I completely forgot. Never saw what it was. This is probably mire small key number 3. It should be really funny. Just will be.
CT2 is on the Ether tablet with book in Hope Room and Eastern Palace Big Key in Tile Room.
Yeah.
So everything Home needs is here in this local area. It's just a question of, you know, does he get all those checks?
Yeah.
And all Deepfried has to do is remember that right side desert is available to him.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting question of who's going to kind of hit this check first.
Arbitrary for Deepfried or Potion Shop or Swamp.
Almost Tablet Swamp. Like, I would think it's Pyramid Fairy, but yeah. I'm a little concerned. Has Deepfried kind of forgotten about that big key or that small key for desert?
Yeah.
But Deepfried, remembering, does have the Aga 1 kill, so going to be able to save a little bit of time here with the big pump turn-in.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so there's the book for Home.
He's gone for Tile Room.
Yep. Bombo's tablet for Deepfried.
Yeah.
Yeah, realistically, Deepfried doesn't have a lot left.
Not much more.
Yeah. What are we gonna get? Like, Butter is gonna be in Swamp Big Chest at this rate. That or cutscene of Hair Basement. I mean,
yeah.
Like, I think there's 2 checks left for Butter.
Yeah. All right. Well, Home is now out of checks in GT Basement, which means he hopefully should be checking Ether Tablet. Either that or he's going to climb. Okay. Okay. So Home's going to be in go mode before the seat ends.
Yep.
Probably can take a guess where he's lost time. The Vidi
Yeah,
killed, the Vidi dead really hurt. Oh.
Well, and here's... I don't want to say it would have changed things necessarily. Like, would have given Home the win in this case. Or, like, would give him the win. Because here's the hard part. Is, let's say you give Home that time. Actually, if I give him the Vidi Death back, he still is missing Ice Rod.
Oh, hey.
Butter.
Yeah. Basically, it's like kind of like a combination of the Vidi Death and missing Ice Rod. Like, if he didn't do those things, I think... Like, he's basically just... He and Deepfried are, like, neck and neck.
Yeah, that's part of it, but it's like... You know, one of those things is, you know, you try to figure out how things kind of combine and like how those things fit together. It's tough because the death in Mire caused the TR play without the keys, but
yeah.
So like even if the Mire death doesn't happen, I think that does that clearly saves him time.
Yeah.
Avoiding the double dip.
I mean, he could have salvaged. There was a way to kind of salvage time, but it would have required him to go for Hero Big Chest.
Yeah.
Which is also like, here we go. Deepfried is now
go
mode.
Yep.
But so it just has to be Thieves Town, and while Home is doing the climb, so Home's probably going to be somewhere in these, probably on Aga 2, Aga 1, or in Eastern Palace when his seat is over.
Yeah, Deep does have Eastern done. Probably just a tracker eating the clicks. Always. Shoutouts to our trackers, Keaton and Malkier tonight, of course. Been doing a great job.
But really, honestly, really good race for both of them all in all. I mean, Home, you know, sometimes Randall just Randos.
Yeah, I mean, Home's early route, very unconventional, but did not really burn him. Those early flippers were really helpful overall, leading to, you know, what, Home had hookshot good 20, 30 minutes before Deepfried.
Yeah. Yeah.
And not undersell how, you know, massive that was.
Yeah, Homeless first and Swamp first and like, I mean, realistically, like, he was missing some stuff here and there. It's just kind of like, unfortunately, like, that one Dark Cross skip and...
Yep.
Because, like, he could have gone for it, like, I can get, like, the first time he skipped it, the second time when you were, like, one hard standing next to the Green Guard and, Cell to Cell was just kind of the one that kind of... Where it really kind of started to, like... The path really started to spiral out of control for Home, unfortunately.
Yeah. Now, what we did say at the top of this race was the major implications for this one. Home was in need of winning this race and his last race against Schultzer to force to be tied at 3-3, and I think take a tiebreaker over Bright Eyed. So, if things hold for Deepfried here, then that will mean that Bright Eyed will confirm his spot in brackets.
Yeah.
There will, of course, still be one race left for Home against Schultzer coming up. I believe they're going to be playing open. Schultzer's going to be going for the 6-0 in groups to set himself up for a pretty decent position when we get to brackets. So, or set himself up better position-wise in brackets.
Oh no. I now notice that GFE came in to ask about which dungeons our runners have completed.
Yeah, there was a joke about the tracker not having Eastern Palace clicked for Deepfried after P-Train had made the same question.
Yeah, and then the follow-up of maybe
we need Sabo.
Maybe for League we need Sabo in here, so instead of it becomes missing dungeon clears. I mean, You guys keep making playoffs and open. Yeah, I got tower time for, well... Oh, no, there's nothing to apologize for.
Yep.
Sometimes you click, sometimes the tracker thinks you double-click. It happens.
Exactly.
Sometimes the tracker just doesn't want to register the fact that there's somebody trying to track it for like 40 minutes in a row. It happens.
Yep.
People tracking really do a lot of work. Good work for us, and to help us keep us honest.
Yeah, Toffile and I just talk and say words, and usually, like, we hope we get it right, and then we look at the tracker and we're like, "Thank you, trackers, for keeping us like informed because we would forget."
Yeah, I mean, I clicked buttons for a very long time. It's just until I got tired of sometimes the tracker eating my inputs too many times, but I decided to do comps instead.
So we do have
not entirely true.
We got a dead pig over on Deepfried side, crossing the bridge and finishing in first place tonight with a 154.58. GG's to Deepfried, and right after that finish, Homewrecker does decide to throw in the towel in this one. I don't blame him. Does get the go mode, was in his last couple of dungeons, so good run from Homewrecker here as well. GG's to him. So congrats to both of our runners this evening. Get your GG's in chat for them.
Please get your GGs. We'll see if we can get them in there for an interview if they want to. They are under no obligation to. I see we have Deepfried joining us. Still not used to this new Discord notification sound. GG's, Deepfried.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What a seed.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I forgot I had the
Desert Small.
I forgot I had the Desert Small forever. I got to the Bombos tablet. That's when I remembered I had it. I went, well, okay, Swamp Big, then I guess I'm going to Desert, because I felt like I was in trouble if it was there.
Yeah. Yeah. Home is feeling a bit tired, so he's going to pass on the interview. But, yeah. Yeah, no, honestly, like, it was really kind of like an interesting seed. That flipper logic was kind of stupid. Flippers for mushroom to get hookshot, to get bow, to get mirror, and then...
Oh, I forgot. That mushroom was flipper locked, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was in Waterfall Fairy.
Oh, I forgot about that. Well, didn't matter. I was last locating Eastern, right?
Yeah, that's kind of the way that it was going to seed for both of you. I mean, home kind of like ended up like doing the front of castle, a little bit of castle and Uncle, and then did Saha, and then went into Eastern. Unfortunately, it's like skipped that first chest, so he didn't get the Mire Small the first time I went through it, but got the flippers, and then kind of was pushing, really like pushing that for a while. I think kind of like ultimately what kind of like bit him towards the end was like he just didn't do Dark Cross, so he skipped the Ice Rod, and then when he was up the mountain, he never had the Hair Big Key, so he didn't get that TR Small in the big chest. And then he got also kind of compounded with the fact that when he was in Mire, you both really had a rough time with Dark Mire, and home got through, but only had 2 hearts, and he took a death to the spikes.
Unfortunately, Dad not yet gotten that cape out of Agina to make that room free as it was for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I had 3 blue goos because I was like, well, I foresee Mire in my future coming up here after I turned in and got that hook shot. I'm just like, let's stock up in case I never see in case the lamp is late. Because I can do the Mire Dark Room, I always seem to struggle with it. So I like making sure I've got an extra safety or 2 if I can for it, so I don't have an unfortunate mishap.
I mean, after you do Zora and then find, what, 600 rupees really soon after that, yeah, buying potions is kind of free.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was worried with that Thieves Big because my CR on this was 196. I'm just like, oh god, where is it? I'm just waiting for that dot done because I'm like, I missed it somewhere easy. Because I think all I had left after Desert was Mire cutscene and Terra Basement.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, home kind of like, yeah. Oh, and then basically it's like home kind of double tip Mire, double tip TR, and that's kind of probably where the time difference was. He was up climbing, hadn't quite made it to Aga 1 when he finished, but would have still had a 2 Eastern.
Yeah,
So,
the one thing we talked about, and I'd be curious your thoughts, was, because you were short so many keys heading into GT, was there any consideration for Pyramid Ferry or Right Side Desert before going up, especially those two?
Pyramid Ferry absolutely was consideration. Right Side Desert, I forgot I had the small key, so it wasn't on my mind.
That's totally fair.
Yep.
But I was like, you know what? I have one. The odd, and I miscounted because I got that one in DM room, so it was just like I should have just gotten the double fire bar. But I'm like, the odds of there not being at least one more small key in GT are so low. I'm just rushing it and hoping that my stuff's there. And 2 out of 3 were.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, it was just it's rare that you get the one, like 80 keys in, and you get like one GT small running into GT. Of course, 2 of the GT smalls were in GT, so.
Right. Do we know where the last one? I don't. Oh, it was. It was Green Pendant was the last one, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember if that was or not because we knew we were collectively like. We know where Goma is between our 2 runners, so we weren't particularly looking at the check at that time. We were just kind of trying to figure out where you're heading.
But yeah, no, I saw that. I kind of laughed seeing the 4th GT small on Green Pendant because logically what it wanted you to do.
I mean, logically, you had a triple dip Eastern Palace to see.
Yeah.
Let's put that out there as well because you had to go get that pod. You had to get the flippers and then eventually go around to go get that pod small to go get it back into GT in order to get the Eastern Palace big key. That Key Sanity's fun.
That is some silly logic.
Key Sanity's fun.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. Always enjoy getting into main. Not making it through this year, but still just keep trying to put on good performances and put on a fun show for everyone watching. So Jesse, Top Isle, thank you for coming on and calming, and thanks to our trackers and restreamers. Always appreciate getting put on as a show.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, I don't have much else. Definitely got a shout out at Keaton and Malkir again for tracking. I did see in the race time room, Homewrecker did say he wanted to thank the trackers for their help and getting the chance to be on tonight. Also said thanks to us, which we do this all the time. We love doing this, so.
Oh yeah.
Like, this is a treat for us as much as it might be a treat for others. Like, it's just fun to talk about the game and be here. So.
Yeah.
I will say, I have it looks like I have the schedule for tomorrow. Well, let's start actually with the fact I have the schedule for the rest of tonight.
Yeah.
We've got 2 races still going on tonight. Right now, over on SpeedGaming, we have Killer App versus Katose in Group D. They're playing Cross Hunt. Leaf and Zeruvian are calming that one with Aikir and Nochibato tracking. And then starting in just about 30 minutes right here on SpeedGaming 2, we have a match between Swagalicious and Vextifer. That is Group AD, and they are playing AD Keys. For commentary, we're going to have Blue Link and Drossi with Atoli and David Ox on tracking tonight. Yep. So big shout outs to those two races going on for the rest of tonight. And we do have a pretty packed schedule for tomorrow from what I'm seeing. We can use trackers and comm signups for all of these races. So I'll just try to run through those real quick. 8:10 a.m. Dr. Bowser versus Ike here in Group K cross hunt. That'll be on SpeedGaming. 12:10 p.m. Eastern. Group H, a cross hunt between myself and Blackarave. That'll be on SG. 2:10 Eastern time. Group P open. It's going to be Big Dunka versus Ascend. That'll be on SG2.
Bar 10 is T7 third dash, Group T with 80 keys boots. 7:40 we have Group AC open between Rabbit Wombat and Tenet on SpeedGaming 2, and then looks like at 10 o'clock we already have a match in a comms team assigned.
Yep.
Jesse, and it's going to be, let's see, 80 keys with boots, homemade beer versus Zerivian.
Yep. It's on SG2, and it is, hey, you're back.
I'm back with Drossi tomorrow night. That should be a really fun match.
Yeah, so we're nearing the end of the group stage of the main tournament. We'll be getting closer to brackets. So group play will end on Sunday. Then that next week will be tiebreakers as needed. And then we'll get into the bracket stage. So we're getting done the groups. We're starting to find out who's going to be in and who's out. So do pay attention to these races. A lot of the ones that are going to get restreamed have implications on who's getting in. As we said, what those were for tonight. So do pay attention. We'll try to keep the schedules open and let people know what's going on. But with that, have a great rest of your night. As I said, go over to SpeedGaming to catch another race, or just wait about another 20 or so minutes, and you'll have another race right here on SG2. So have a great rest of your Tuesday nights, everybody, and we'll see you later. Good night.